Have you ever apologized for something that wasn't your fault? Or felt guilty simply for taking up space? Maybe you've struggled to trust people, even when they've done nothing wrong. Or perhaps you've convinced yourself that you're just too sensitive. But what if these aren't personality flaws? What if they're survival mechanisms you learned a long time ago? Today, we're talking about hidden signs that emotional or psychological abuse may still be affecting your life, even if the abuse ended years ago. You constantly feel like you're not good enough. One of the most common effects of abuse is a deep feeling of inadequacy. No matter what you achieve, it never feels like enough. You compare yourself to others. You criticize yourself harshly. You focus on your mistakes instead of your progress. This often happens because repeated criticism teaches your brain to see flaws before strengths. Eventually, that critical voice becomes your own. You apologize for everything. Have you ever apologized for asking a question? Or for expressing an opinion? Or even for something completely outside of your control? Many people who experienced abuse learn to apologize constantly, not because they've done something wrong, but because apologizing once helped them avoid conflict. Over time, it becomes automatic, even when no danger exists. You struggle to trust your own feelings. One of the most confusing effects of emotional abuse is self-doubt. You stop trusting your instincts. You second-guess your memories. You wonder if you're overreacting, or being dramatic, or imagining things. This can happen when someone repeatedly invalidates your experiences. Eventually, you start questioning yourself before questioning others. You feel emotionally numb. Some people expect trauma to look like intense emotions, but sometimes it looks like the absence of emotions. You don't feel happy. You don't feel sad. You just feel disconnected, as if you're watching life happen from a distance. This is often the brain's way of protecting itself from overwhelming stress. What once helped you survive can later make it difficult to feel fully present. You pull away from people. Many survivors of abuse crave connection. But at the same time, they're terrified of vulnerability. You want close relationships, yet you struggle to open up. You avoid difficult conversations. You keep people at a safe distance, not because you don't care, because somewhere deep inside, you've learned that closeness can lead to pain. Someone doesn't reply to your message. A friend sounds slightly annoyed. A coworker gives feedback. And suddenly, your mind jumps to the worst-case scenario. You assume they're angry. You assume you've done something wrong. You assume rejection is coming. This happens because your nervous system learned to stay alert for danger. Even when the danger is no longer there, you feel responsible for other people's emotions. If someone around you is upset you immediately feel responsible. You try to fix it. You try to keep everyone happy. You put other people's needs ahead of your own. Many people who grew up around abuse learned that staying safe meant managing other people's emotions. But healthy relationships don't require you to carry everyone's feelings on your shoulders. Healing begins with awareness. If you recognized yourself in some of these signs, it doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It means your mind adapted to difficult experiences. These patterns once served a purpose. They helped you survive. But survival and healing are not the same thing. The habits that protected you in the past may now be holding you back, and that's okay, because patterns can be changed. Awareness is where healing begins. Your past may have shaped you, but it doesn't have to define you. The way you respond today is not proof that you're broken. It's proof that you've been trying to protect yourself. And once you understand why those patterns exist, you can start building healthier ones. So tell us in the comments, which of these signs surprised you the most? And remember, healing isn't about becoming someone new. It's about reconnecting with the person you were always meant to be.